Assalamualaikum students. Today we will discuss protozoan. Animal like protists are called protozoan, and in protozoan today we will discuss amoeba, zooflagellates, and cilliates. This topic is from 11th class biology, chapter number 7. In protozoans, the first category is amoeba. Habitat. Habitat mean where they live. Amoeba, this group include all free-living freshwater, marine, and soil amoeba, as well as those that are parasites of animals. Amoeba lack flagella and move by forming specialized cytoplasmic projections called pseudopodia. Pseudopodia means false feet. Here you can see amoeba. All protozoans are unicellular. Most ingest food by endocytosis. Amoeba cause a disease that is called amoebic dysentery. The intestinal parasite Entamoeba histolytica causes amoebic dysentery in human. There is a amoeba that is parasite. That amoeba is called Entamoeba histolytica. That amoeba cause amoebic dysentery in human. Giant amoeba. The scientific name for giant amoeba is Paramecium pilastris. Habitat. Giant amoeba inhabit mud at the bottom of freshwater pond where they contribute to the degradation of organic molecule. The giant amoeba Paramecium pilastris may be the most primitive of all eukaryotic organisms. Organelles. This species has multiple membrane-bound nuclei, but none of the other organelles found in all other eukaryotes. In giant amoeba, only nuclei are present that nuclei are membrane-bounded. All other organelles are absent in giant amoeba. Here you can see giant amoeba. Food. The giant amoeba obtain energy from methogenic bacteria. From a bacteria, that bacteria is methogenic, which reside inside them and provide them energy. Next category is zooflagellate. Zoo mean animal, flagellates mean having flagella. They are unicellular. These protists are mostly unicellular. A few are colonial organisms with spherical or elongated bodies with a single central nucleus. Flagella, as their name indicates, they possess from one to many long whip-like flagella that enable them to move. Flagellates move rapidly, pulling themselves forward by lashing flexible flagella that are usually located at the anterior end. Their flagella are present at the anterior end. Flagella may be one and maybe more than one. Due to flagella, they move themselves. Flagella do lashing movement. Food. Zooflagellates may live as a free living, as a symbiont, or as a parasite. Flagellate obtain their food either by ingesting living or dead organisms or by absorbing nutrient from dead or decomposing organic matter. They may be free living, symbiont, or parasites. Zooflagellate, which is symbiont. Symbiont, they live peacefully with other organisms. Mostly, they live as a mutualistic relation. They develop a mutualistic relation. What is mutualistic relation? A relation in which both organisms get benefit from each other. Like Trichonymphus. Trichonymphus is a zooflagellate that develop a symbiotic relation, that is mutualistic relation. Trichonymphs are complex, specialized flagellates with many flagella. Trichonymphs have many flagella. which live as symbiont in the gut of termites. They live in the gut of termites and help in the digestion of dry wood because they secrete an enzyme which help in digestion of food, or in return termite provided food or energy. Parasitic flagellate, this is trichonymphus that live inside the body of termite. Next is parasitic flagellate. Trypanosoma is a parasitic flagellate. Parasitic, that live on a host or that depend on a host and it cause harm to the host. Parasitic flagellates cause disease. For example, trypanosoma is a human parasite. This is trypanosoma. Trypanosoma cause a disease that is called African sleeping sickness. In that disease, the person feels sleepy all the day. And trypanosoma is transmitted by TT fly or CC fly, it is also called testis fly. Free living flagellate. Coinoflagellates are called free living flagellates. Why they are called coinoflagellates? Because they have flagella and they have collar. That's why they are called coinoflagellates and they resemble sponge. Coinoflagellate are attached by a stalk. In their structure, our stalk is present by a stalk and their single flagellum is surrounded by a delicate collar. They are of special interest because of their striking resemblance to collar cells in sponge. This is also a short question. Here you can see coinoflagellates. Collar is present, their special flagella is present inside the collar, and this is the striking resemblance of coinoflagellate with sponge. Sponge has the same structure. They have stalk and delicate collar. Next, ciliates. Ciliates having cilia. As name indicate, they have cilia. Cilia is smaller than flagella. Pellicle. Ciliates are unicellular organisms with a flexible outer covering called a pellicle that give them a definite but changeable shape. Here you can see Paramecium with many small. In Paramecium, the surface of the cell is covered by several thousand fine short hair-like structure called cilia. Cilia is smaller than flagella. The cilia beat in such a precisely coordinated fashion that the organism can go forward, can also go back and turn around. With the help of cilia, the organism can go forward, backward, or turn around. Food. Third point is food. Some ciliates are sessile. Sessile means they can't move and remain attached to a rock or other surface. Their cilia set up water current. When their cilia beat, because they are present in water, when their cilia beat, they set a water current that draw food toward them. Most ciliates ingest bacteria. And what is the food of ciliates? Most ciliate ingest bacteria or other tiny protists. Ciliates have contractile vacuole. Contractile vacuole is involved in water regulation. Water regulation in freshwater ciliate is controlled by special organelle called contractile vacuole. There are two kinds of nuclei. Cilia differ from other protozoans. What is the main difference between ciliate and other protozoans is that in cilia two type of nuclei are present. In all other protozoans only one kind of nuclei is present. Here you can see two kind of nuclei or two type of nuclei, smaller and larger. Smaller nuclei is called micronuclei that is involved in sexual process. One or more small diploid micronuclei that function in sexual process. And a large polyploid macronucleus that controls cell metabolism. The other nuclei is large in size, polyploid, and is called macronucleus, and it helps in the function of metabolism growth. Most ciliates are capable of a sexual process called conjugation. During conjugation, two individuals come together and exchange genetic material. That process is called conjugation. Conjugation is also present in bacteria. With that, the topic has been completed. Thank you for watching.